Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Too Many Nights of the Zealots. This is Superfang99. In the last episode, we introduced this campaign and set up the first scenario, Return to the Gathering. We are now ready to begin. What's going on? It is late at night. You are holed up in your study, researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear a sound of a strange chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. At the same time, you hear dirt churning, as if something were digging beneath the floor. 3 Doom Threshold. Mysterious Gateway. As you leap to investigate, the door to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind a strange gateway to another part of your house. There must be a reason why this is happening. Objective: only investigators in the guest hall may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance, and we need 6 clues. We're playing on standard difficulty. We have 2 skulls in the bag. Skulls are -X. X is the number of ghoul enemies at your location. Cultist, we have 1 cultist, is a -1. If you fail, take a horror. And the tablet, we have 1 of them, and it is a -2. If there is a ghoul enemy at your location, take 1 damage. If you didn't catch it already, we were playing Return to the Gathering. And so this is slightly different than the original Gathering. And hopefully we don't die. Speaking of, the study, Aberrant Gateway. You've been investigating the strange events occurring in Arkham for several months now. Your desk is covered in newspaper articles, police reports, and witness accounts. 3 Shroud, 2 clues. As a double action, draw 3 cards. Only the lead investigator can activate this ability. Our lead investigator is Nathaniel Cho, by the way. Forced, when an enemy attempts to spawn at a location that is not in play, put that location into play and spawn that enemy there. The door to your study has vanished, leaving in its wake a gateway to another part of your house. And there are 2 clues there. All right, well, we've already drawn our opening hands. I don't think Daisy has a way of giving Nathaniel any money, but Nathaniel will start out with the sled dog play, I believe. So he will start with a Rod of Animalism. It costs 2 to play. Then he will play a sled dog, which only costs 2. And then he will gain a resource as his last action. Daisy. You're going to play a Forbidden Tome. It costs 1. It comes into play with 5 secrets, but we're going to use one of those secrets immediately as Daisy's free action to draw a card. It is a magnifying glass. I think we will then play the lab assistant for 2. She will draw us 2 cards, and our maximum hand size is now 10. Winton Green probably would have been a better ally, but we'll see. She's then going to fast out this magnifying glass for 1. And now she has 1 last action. She will investigate. She is 6-3 with the magnifying glass. It is a -2. She succeeds. She gets a clue. All right, there are no enemies. We go to upkeep. Nathaniel will draw toe-to-toe and will gain a resource. If you're wondering, by the way, why Nathaniel has 2 damage on him already, it's because he took in the thick of it and chose 2 physical trauma. Daisy will draw 2 cards because of forced learning, extensive research, and Jeremiah Kirby. Interesting. We do have Winton Green, but this represents more card draw? Is an interesting choice. I think I will keep Jeremiah Kirby. Actually, no. We have Witten Green, and she already gives us the book. I think I'm gonna. Sorry, I think I'm gonna keep the extensive research. And she gets a resource. All right, top of the round. We put a Doom on the agenda. We are 1 Doom out of 3. Nathaniel's encounter card is a Rotting Remains. He is 3-3, and I don't think. Does Daisy have anything to commit? Nope. All right. We are 3-3. I really don't want to draw a cultist. A 0. We succeed. Wow. All right, and Daisy's encounter card is a Crypt Chill. All right, she is 3-4. But if she fails, that's a good question. Would she get rid of the lab assistant or the magnifying glass? I guess we'll find out. -2. We do have Witten to replace the lab assistant. It means that we won't be able to get to 10 card hand size, which is a little unfortunate. But I think I'm okay losing the lab assistant because of that. All right. So, this is interesting. Does Nathaniel have Stand Together? He does not. That would have been good, because we don't have the resources to play Witten Green. I think Daisy will go first. She will use her free tome ability to take a secret off this and draw a card, which is an old book of lore. That is good. She's going to investigate. She is 6-3. She gets a -1, so she succeeds and gets that last clue off of the study. And that was her first action. She's going to move to the guest hall. Somehow you've ended up in a completely different part of your house. 1 shroud, no clues. Investigators in this location cannot take draw actions. Okay. She has 1 action left. She will take a resource action to go up to 3. That is her turn. Nathaniel, you're going to play a second sled dog for 2. He could move twice with the sled dogs. That seems hilarious. I do really want Daisy to... You know what? Actually, I can't remember which one. One of these has a pretty low shroud. We're going to guess. I'm going to exhaust both sled dogs to move twice. 1... Eeny, meeny, miny. Bedroom. No, bathroom. As you approach the bathroom door, the weight of the putrid, unnatural air causes you to gag. 1 shroud, 2 clues. Forced after you reveal a skull, cultist, tablet, or autofail symbol while investigating the bathroom. Lose all remaining actions and end your turn. Well, that could be worse. Let's see. So that was his second action, to exhaust both sled dogs. And so that has 2 clues, by the way. There's 1 shroud too. Actually, I think I'll investigate. I'm 2-1. Sure. 2-1. That is a skull. Skull is the number of ghoul enemies at your location. That is a 0. So he gets a clue, but of course, he loses his remaining actions, which is none, but ends his turn. All right, there are no enemies, so we go to upkeep. Nathaniel will draw a Monster Slayer and gain a resource. Daisy will draw a Mag Glass or another Witten Green. I don't think we need a second Witten Green, so we'll toss her out. and she will get a resource. All right, we are 2 of 3. Nathaniel's encounter card is a swarm of rats. Daisy's encounter card is another swarm of rats. Okay. These, of course, should be ready. Well, Nathaniel, your job is to kill things. So, let's kill the swarm of rats. We are 5 to 1. We're going to not use the sled dog, because why would we? That is a cultist, -1 if you fail to take a horror. Luckily, the bathroom says while investigating. And we were not investigating, we were fighting. So we kill the swarm of rats. We will then move to the guest hall and attack Daisy's swarm of rats. And it's a 0. Nathaniel, all you do is punch rats. That is your job. Apparently. All right, Daisy. Let's play Witten Green for 4 resources. 6, 7, good. We're going to spin the Forbidden Tome, spend a secret to draw a card. Order protection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, she will need to discard. Okay, so this was her first action. This was a free action. Her second action will be to move to the bedroom. A shadow dances across the floor beneath the bedroom door as you approach. 2 shroud, 2 clues. After you fail a skill test while investigating the bedroom, discard a card at random from your hand. The bed sheets are tattered, and a strange symbol is drawn on the fabric. Blood pools at the foot of the closet door, and you can hear something chewing inside. That was her second action, and she will use the reaction Witten Green to search the top 6 cards of her deck for a tome or a relic. 6 cards. That's a tome. That's not a relic. That would have been good, though. She'll get her archive of conduits. All right. Got to give this a good shuffle. Oops. I think her last action is probably just going to be to investigate. All right. She's going to investigate. She is 6 to 2. Sorry, she is 7 to 2 for the Witten Green, because we have a tome. As an elder sign, we succeed, so we draw a card for each tome you control. Okay. Burning them in at all. She gets a clue. All right, that is her last action. So let us go to upkeep. Nathaniel will draw and overpower and gains a resource. Daisy will draw a Drawn to the Flame and Perception. I think I will toss... I'll toss the Drawn to the Flame. There's a reason I want to keep the Perception. And now let's check our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 cards, huh? I don't think we need this Research Librarian anymore. Burning the Midnight Oil might be good for money. I think I can get rid of this Magnifying Glass. I need 1 more to get rid of. I think it will be... I think it will be the Occult Invocation. I know it's good, but just don't have the size for it for now. All right, and she gets a resource. All right, we are advancing with 3 doom on the agenda. A lapse in time. Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed, and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It is almost as if you've been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and again you recognize elements of your former home. The lead investigator must decide. Either each investigator discards a card at random from their hand, or the lead investigator takes 2 horror. Nathaniel will gladly take 2 horror and put them on the dogs. I'm sorry, dogs. All right, the next agenda is Rise of the Ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way, and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. 7 doom. Nathaniel's encounter card is an Ancient Evils. Daisy's encounter card is a Swarm of Rats. Okay, so I believe that Nathaniel should probably go first. Yep. He will move, fight the rats. 5-1. Auto fail. That's not good. Daisy will take a damage, putting it on win green. He will fight again. That's a -2. The rats are dead. It would be nice to have the boxing gloves out at this point. Okay. So I am going to play... Well, actually, first, let's tap the Forbidden Tome to draw a card. It's a Perception. She's going to play Burning the Midnight Oil, gaining 2 resources, and Investigating. She's at 7-2. As a -2. She gets this clue. So that was her first action. Her second action will be to move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so she needs to move to the bathroom. She wants to be able to take a draw action next turn, so she can draw and then tap the Forbidden Tome. All right, that is the investigator phase. No enemies. We go to the upkeep phase. Nathaniel will draw a get over here. Daisy will draw Arcane Enlightenment and Heavy Furs. She'll give her the heavy furs, because she already has one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think she can get rid of 1 Perception. And she gets a resource. Alright, so we are 2 of 7 doom. Nathaniel's encounter card is Ghoul from the Depths. Oh no, it spawns in the bathroom. That's where Daisy is. That is a bit of a problem. It is non-elite though, so get over here will be pretty useful, I think. Anyway, Daisy's encounter card. Oh Jesus, an Icy Ghoul. So it spawns in the cellar. Normally it wouldn't spawn, but because of the text in the study, we put the cellar into play. And the Icy Ghoul is at the cellar. The cellar is not connected to anything right now. Okay. Yeah, yes, I see the line. I think I have the line. Yeah. So Nathaniel will move the guest hall. He's then going to play Get Over Here to the Ghoul from the Depths. It costs 2 resources. Choose a non-elite enemy at your location or a connecting location. Move that enemy to your location, engage it, and attack it. So, move it from her to him, and attack it. He's attacking at 5-3. We are... I think that's... -3, -4. I think that's good enough. 5-3. I want to conserve the overpowers that I have for the Ghoul Priest later. I may regret this. That is a 0. He succeeds. He's going to use his ability to deal an additional damage with that attack from the Get Over Here. And that was 2 actions. Last action, he's going to exhaust both sled dogs to attack with +2 combat, and he will deal 2 damage. So he's at 7-3. That is another 0. It is dead. And he goes into the victory display. Cthulhu here is the scion of the victory display. All right, Daisy, this should be ready. Is there a way for us to draw? Nah. She will just need to draw normally, so she will draw a card. Ah, frick. That's a bit of a problem. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just we won't be able to advance this turn then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, so she drew Nihilism. She's going to draw again as her second action. It's an unexpected courage. We have 9 cards in her hand. She's then going to exhaust the Forbidden Tome, taking the last secret to draw a card. It's a Ward Protection. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in her hand. The Forbidden Tome, we will discard it and record that we have translated the tome. All right, so that is super successful. I'm very glad we did that. Okay. So that was 2 actions, and then her free tome action, her last action will be to investigate. She's investigating at a 6-1. She doesn't get the Wit and Green bonus because she doesn't have a tome right now. As a 0. All right, so next turn we should be able to advance. All right. Upkeep. Nathaniel will draw Clean Them Out. And we'll have 3 resources. These sled dogs will ready. Daisy will draw her tote bag or the research librarian. Well, we don't need the research librarian, so the tote bag is nice, I guess. She will get a resource, and I will need to check her hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, we can get rid of Arcane Enlightenment. Do I think I'm going to be doing the Archive of Conduits? That's a good question. I don't think I need these heavy furs anymore. I have these wards for any Grasping Hands tests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is rough. I think this will be easier to translate in the Curse of the Rougarou. Yeah. Sorry, Archive of Conduits. You're going to have to go. That is unfortunate. Okay. There is now 3 Doom on the agenda. Nathaniel will draw Dissonant Voices. That is a little terrifying, since Nathaniel's whole thing is playing cards. Daisy will draw a Grave Eater. Ugh. After it attacks you, discard a card at random from your hand. Okay. Move, fight, move. Okay. Okay, Nathaniel, I believe in you. With the power of sled dogs, he will move, attack the Grave Eater with 7-2. If you miss, you're dealing Daisy 2 damage. That's really bad. Don't draw the autofill, please. It's a 0. Oof, okay. The Grave Eater is dead. And last action, move back to the guest hall because you have the last clue we need. All right. Daisy. Yeah, let's do it. Move to the guest hall. This isn't at the end of the round, is it? No, it's just whenever. All right, so we will spend 6 clues. Breaking the wall. The layout of your home is vastly different from its usual structure. Somehow, your guest hall seems to have looped around on itself, and you are stuck with no way to enter the main hallway near the front of the house. You notice that the wall between the guest bedroom and the bathroom is rotted and stained with what appears to be old blood. With no other way to proceed, you have no choice but to bust through the weak, rotted wall. Put into play the set-aside hole-in-the-wall location. The hole in the wall. Choose an investigator in the guest hall. The chosen investigator immediately moves into the hole in the wall and reveals it. Then they must test willpower 4. For each point that investigator fails by, they must discard a random card from their hand. So it's probably gonna be you. Because I don't think Nathaniel has any good commits for this. Nope. Yeah. All right. Daisy will go in and reveal the hole in the wall. I need this like I need a hole in my wall. It's the hallway. 1 shroud, 0 clues. After you reveal this location, put the set-aside attic, cellar, and parlor locations into play. The walls of your house are splattered with mud, and your hardwood floor is gone, replaced with a dirt path. So, parlor. Parlor is over here. The attic is up here. Now that Daisy is in the hallway, let me move this around a little bit. Willpower 4, so she has 3 right now. She will commit the unexpected courage to go to 5 to 4. What other tomes? Old Book of Lore, Encyclopedia. I don't think we need the tote bag. Yeah. All right. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to 4. As a -1, we succeed. So we do not discard any cards. And the new act. The barrier. A glowing barrier blocks the path to your parlor. As you move toward it, intense heat forces you to back away. Picking up a handful of dirt, you toss it at the barrier and watch in horror as the dirt incinerates. Perhaps there is something in the cellar or attic that can help. Objective: when the round ends, investigators in the hallway may, as a group, spend the requisite number of clues to advance. And we need 6 clues. Okay, so Daisy's first action was to move, so her second action is going to be to play this Old Book of Lore for 3 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's then gonna use the Old Book of Lore on herself because she's the only one there. Search the top 3 for a card and draw it. We don't want the Necronomicon. I'm glad we didn't get that. She will draw the Encyclopedia. And she will shuffle her deck. All right. She has one action left since that was her free tome action. Oh, well, you know what? I forgot to activate Wind Green, but I think it's a little too late since I drew a card. She's going to move. That's a little bit risky, moving to the attic, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll draw a card. That's her last action. Another extensive research. Okay. All right, that is their turns. This guy doesn't have hunters, so we go straight to upkeep. Nathaniel will draw, stand together. He has 7 cards. He'll get a resource. Daisy will draw Guts or a Holy Rosary. She's running a little low on money, so I think she'll just keep the Guts because that is like enough willpower for her that she needs, I think. All right, and now we go to end of the round, which is gets rid of this Dissonant Voices. I should make sure to ready everything first, technically. And we put a Doom on the agenda. We have 4 of 7. Nathaniel's card is another Ancient Evils. Why does Nathaniel keep drawing these when Daisy has the wards? Daisy will draw Frozen in Fear. Well, she'll be able to pass it, but it's just really annoying. It's not terribly annoying, actually. Because Nathaniel's plan is to use the sled dogs to move down here and then kill this icy ghoul with, like, you know, a monster slayer. Or even just to clean them out. So I think she'll just take it. Okay, Nathaniel, your turn. You are going to double sled dog to go whoop whoop. The stairs leading down to your cellar are slick, and they glisten with a thin layer of ice. Ah, this is the new version. 2 shroud, 2 clues. After you reveal the cellar, put the set aside deep below your house location into play. Your cellar seems to have been replaced with an underground network of icy tunnels and caverns. The tunnels continue for miles, deeper and deeper beneath the surface. And there are 2 clues here. All right, Nathaniel, as your second action, you're going to play a Clean Them Out for 2 resources. Sorry, you gain 2 resources when you do that. So you are attacking at 5 to 3. Yeah, 5 to 3. That is an auto fail. Wow. All right, your last action. Yeah, might just need to go all out on this guy just a little bit. He's going to play a Monster Slayer. And for this attack, he's going to commit a Vicious Blow to go 5, 6 to 3. Yeah, 6 to 3. After he uses his ability, this should do 4 damage. That is a tablet. If there is a ghoul enemy at your location, take a damage. There is, so we take a damage. Put on a sled dog, but we do succeed still. And the Monster Slayer deals +1 damage. Nathaniel will deal an additional damage. The Vicious Blow deals an additional damage. That's 1 + 3. The Icy Ghoul is dead. And of course, I should have put the far beneath your home location, deep below your house location into play. All right, Daisy. Let's have you use... Well, first let's move. It takes 2 actions. Let's have you use your Old Book of Lore on Nathaniel. Randall, Monster Slayer, or Sweeping Kick? Randall would be good to find the boxing gloves. Yeah. Yeah. Daisy just going to go into deep below your house? If I recall correctly, that's probably a bad idea. So we can have wait. We can wait until Nathaniel goes there, I think. Right. So that was 2 actions. Her free action. I think she'll gain a resource. We want to be able to play these extensive researches at some point. All right, at the end of her turn, she needs to test 3 willpower. She will commit a guts to go 5 to 3. Yep, 5 to 3. -2, we succeed. Excellent. All right, we will go to upkeep. Nathaniel will draw a glory and will gain a resource. These things were ready. Daisy will draw a deduction or an arcane enlightenment. Well, that's the fastest deduction I've ever seen. She will gain a resource. All right, so we are 6 of 7 doom. And Nathaniel's encounter card is an obscuring fog. That's okay. That is okay. Daisy's encounter card, the Zealot's Seal. Each investigator with 3 or fewer cards in their hand must take a damage and a horror. Okay, we have 5 cards here. Definitely have more than 3 in there, so that doesn't happen. Each investigator with 4 or more cards in hand tests 2 willpower. Each investigator who fails must discard 2 cards at random from their hand. Okay, so Nathaniel would be a 3 to 2. And I think he's just going to take that. Yeah. 3 to 2. +1. Nathaniel succeeds. Daisy, you are also 3 to 2. And you will have to take that. -2. She failed, so she needs to discard 2 cards at random from her hand. Okay. All right, let's do this one and this one. Extensive research and mind over matter. I think I'm okay with that. The issue, of course, is now that she is running low on cards. Okay, let's have Nathaniel go first. He will play Randall Cho. He can play him because these sled dogs are taking up only 1 slot, and the slot is given from the Rod of Animalism. So, after he enters play, heal 3 damage, or search your deck and discard pile for a weapon asset, and play it paying its cost. Well, we're finding the boxing gloves, for sure. There it is. So, he costs 2, and then the boxing gloves cost 2. So, we'll have that much left. All right. We are then going to move deep below your house. The tunnels extend for miles in every direction. Everywhere you look, strange canine creatures skitter on all 4s in the distance, scrambling from one shadow to the next. 4 Shroud 2 clues. After you reveal ghoul pits, it's the ghoul pits. After you reveal ghoul pits, test 3 agility. For each point you fail by, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Swarm of Rats and draw it, shuffle the encounter deck. These pits seem to be the creature's lairs. They are ice cold and filled with the decaying remains of humans and other animals. 3 agility. I have 2. Well, we're testing 2 to 3. -1. So we fail by 2. So we need to get 2 Swarm of Rats. I'll get them from the discard pile. They were the first. They were here. I think I'm actually totally fine with this. Because your last action will be to fight with yourself. So you're 6-1 punching. Oh, sorry. There are 2 clues there. Zero. 1 Swarm of Rats is down. And we will exhaust the boxing gloves. Search the top 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a spirit event. Oh, 1-2 punches. Oh, Tommy was next. Wow. Yeah, 1-2 punch for sure. That was his last action. So Daisy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would cost 7. Do you have a deduction? Well, first off, let's take the old book of lore. Search the top 3 for a card. Wow, I dodged the Necronomicon again. I'll take the Unexpected Courage. That is crazy that I'm dodging the Necronomicon like this. Watch it be the next card I draw. Okay. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. The extensive research will cost 6. So we haven't taken actions yet. If we move resource, do it. Yeah, okay. Move. Let's reveal Ghoul Pits. We'll take a resource, then we'll pay 6 to play the extensive research to just get those clues. I think we're really running out of time, huh? All right. Enemy phase. The Swarm of Rats will attack. I'm going to counter punch. So, well, first of all, we take a damage. I'm going to play counter punch. I swing in at 5-1, 6-1. As a tablet, there are no ghouls here, so we do defeat the Swarm of Rats and don't take any damage. All right, so now it's the upkeep phase. Ready everything. Nathaniel will draw the leg injury. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, so the sled dog counts as 1 move action though, which is fine. So we'll basically be using the sled dog to move around, I think. And of course, he gets a resource. Daisy will draw. Well, we don't need the Forbidden Tome anymore, so I might as well just take the old book of lore for the... Oh, no! The Forbidden Tome has better icons, so I think we'll take that. Because I don't think we're going to be playing the second old book of lore. And gains a resource. Alright, we are advancing. This is the last agenda. I hope we can do this. Oh, Jesus. We might need to just really accelerate in killing the Ghoul Priest. The tunnels below. A feral beast, roughly humanoid, with a canine cast and hooves for feet, tears through the ground in front of you. Below the floor, you can see vast tunnels beneath your house. Fiendish howling echoes from deep within the underground caverns. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a ghoul enemy is discarded. The lead investigator draws that card. Okay. Okay. So we're going to discard cards until we get a ghoul. It's not a ghoul. Not a ghoul. Not a ghoul. Not a ghoul. Well, we discarded 2 ancient evils. Okay, that's a ghoul. All right. All right, and the last agenda. They're getting out. You hear a crazed howl outside, and suddenly all the creatures turn their attention to that sound. They rush to escape the house, breaking down doors and clawing at everything in their way. Forrest, at the end of the enemy phase, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves 1 location towards the parlor. Forrest, at the end of the round, place 1 doom on this agenda for each ghoul enemy in the hallway or parlor. Alright, Nathaniel's actual encounter card is another swarm of rats. Wow. Okay. And Daisy's encounter card is another Grave Eater. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. Well, Nathaniel can technically kill all 3. Yeah, Sled Dog, and then toe-to-toe. Okay. It's a bit rough, but we'll have to deal. Okay. Let's actually start with the swarm of rats, because then we'll be able to draw something off of it. Hopefully help. We are 6-1 on the swarm of rats. That is a -1. It is dead. And we will search the top 6 for a spirit event. I think it's going to be a counterpunch. All right. He's then going to play this toe-to-toe and cause this one to attack him, dealing him a damage and a horror to Randall Cho, killing it. And then he's going to attack with the sled dogs. So that makes him 5, 6, 7, 8 to 2. As a -2. All right, so the Grave Eater is dead. I don't think he actually wants to play Glory because he really wants to dodge Tommy Malloy. Okay. Okay, Daisy, are you just gonna move 3 times? Yep. 1, 2. And here's hoping that we don't get the return to attic. The smell of rotten meat assaults your nostrils as you approach the attic stairs. Ah, frick. After you reveal the attic, put the set aside far above your house location into play. The bloody carcass of some sort of beast swings from a meat hook chained to the ceiling. Blood drains slowly from the carcass, dripping into a small barrel. To your surprise, a wooden ladder at the far end of the attic ascends through the roof to an even higher area. Ah, jeez. This is going to waste more time. Far above your house. I don't think we'll use Wingreen. All right, that was our turns. No enemies, so we upkeep. Nathaniel will draw a get over here. And we'll gain a resource. Daisy will draw... Drawn to the Flame. And a resource. All right, so it's the end of the round. There are no ghouls in the hallway or the parlor, so we just put 1 doom on the agenda. Nathaniel will draw Acolyte of Umordoth. Pray, fewest cards in hand. While engaged with an investigator with no cards in their hand, Acolyte of Umordoth cannot be evaded. Okay. Daisy will draw Swarm of Rats. Okay, well that is No, we lost Mind Over Matter. Shoot. We have some icons though, I think. Yeah, okay, we'll be fine. So Nathaniel, do you have the damage for this? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you definitely do. Is it a get over here? Ew. Yeah, I guess it's a get over here. All right. Well, first let's. Oh no, yeah. Sled dog. No, we needed the sled dog to move. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Okay. Let's play get over here. We'll be at 6-3 twice. Or we could 1-2. No, we need to save it for the Ghoul Priest. We're gonna play get over here for 2 resources. So we're gonna choose this enemy. We engage it. We fight it. So we are 6-3. As a +1, we will use his ability to do 2 damage. Then we will attack again with 6-3, just basic. As a 0, we kill it. We will use the boxing gloves to search the top 6. I think we'll take to clean them out. Yeah, we're starting to run out of juice, I think. That's why I'm saving the 1-2 punches. Because with Lita Chandler, that represents something like, I don't know, 6-7 damage? I can't do math. Right now, at least. Nathaniel's last action will be to exhaust both sled dogs to move twice. 1-2. And since that's only 1 move action, we can get over the leg injury. Okay. 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 So Daisy. You need to get these rats. She's 2-1. We'll do an Unexpected Courage and this Forbidden Tome to go 5-1. As a -3, we do succeed, killing the rats. Good job, Daisy. We're gonna move into far above your house. You struggle to believe this is even possible, considering the attic is the highest point in your home, or at least was. 2 Shroud 2 clues. After you reveal Field of Graves, test for willpower. For each point you fail by, discard a card at random from your hand. You climb the ladder and emerge from a pit in the ground amidst an endless field of graves. Each bears a branch from your family tree. Victory 1. There are 2 clues here. We need to test willpower 4. Jesus, that's really bad. We're 3-4. We're going to commit this encyclopedia to go 4-4 and hope to God. Because we really don't want to discard Drawn to the Flame. That is an auto fail. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have to just we save one of these. That is rough. If we save either the deduction or the Drawn to the Flame would be ideal. Okay. Let's choose this one to save. It is the Perception. Okay. That is a little rough. Okay, so that was her first action. She's going to use Witten Green after revealing it to search the top 6 for a tome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tome or relic. Yeah, the encyclopedia. And then she's going to do the same thing with the Old Book of Lore as her free action. So let me shuffle this first. Except, of course, Old Book of Lore only searches for 3. Yeah, we're going to draw the cryptic writings and play it to gain 2 resources. Okay, so she still has 2 actions left. She's just going to investigate twice. She's at 7 to 2 twice. She revealed an auto fail, so she needs to take a damage and a horror. This is her hand. It's over there. All right, so she's going to get a -4. She succeeds. No, -2. Okay. So you take both clues. We still need 2 more clues, and then we need to be in the hallway. Wow, this is going to be cutting it pretty tight, I think. All right, so upkeep. Nathaniel will draw Tommy, of course. Of course. Just when you thought you'd lose him, Nathaniel, Tommy always shows up. Daisy will draw Lab Assistant or Jeremiah Kirby. I think Jeremiah? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, resource. All right, there are no ghouls anywhere, so we put a doom here. Nathaniel's encounter card is a swarm of rats. That's fine. Daisy's encounter card, a flesh eater. It's in the attic, though. Yeah. Yuck. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. A 1-2 punch will kill the flesh eater. Or Daisy could evade the flesh eater. That's really bad. How are we going to get up there? Move. Oof, that is rough. Wow. I don't know if we can actually deal with the flesh eater this turn. We can at least... No, I don't even know if I can kill both of these this turn. Oh, we have the sled dogs. Okay, I think I'm going to do something a little risky. Oh, that's right. Tommy. Freaking Tommy and his ability. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. This really sucks. This is really, really rough. I think I'm going to have to play 1-2 punch on Tommy. That always sucks when you have to do that. But you got to do it. Because it's 2 instances of damage. That's why it kind of works with Tommy. So anyway, we're finding it 7 to 2. A 0. We will deal 1 damage. We will fight again. We are now 8 to 2. Occultist, we don't fail, so we deal another damage. It would deal additional damage, but we can't do that. Okay. Then we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight this. We're gonna. Oof. Oh. I need to start conserving my events, I think. Yeah. Well, let's start with killing Tommy. We are 6 to 2. As a 0. All right, Tommy is dead. Get out of here. I freaking hate you. We will exhaust boxing gloves to search the top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's a very good selection. It's either Monster Slayer or toe-to-toe. I think it's going to be Monster Slayer. Yeah. Oops. Had some cards fall on the ground. Luckily, I have them sleeved. Okay. All good. Okay. Last action, we will kill the swarm of rats. 6-1. -2. All right, swarm of rats are dead. Okay. Oh, that's right. The flesh eater is going to come towards Nathaniel at the end of the enemy phase. Okay. Unengaged? Unengaged. Sorry. Each unengaged ghoul enemy. So if Daisy can evade the flesh eater, it will still be unengaged. Okay. Well, let's use the Old Book of Lore as our free action. Search the top 3 for something to maybe help with agility. It's going to be a Burning the Midnight Oil, because that has a willpower. Sorry, it has an agility icon. This is very hard to shuffle like this. Okay, we're going to move into the attic. This thing will engage us. We are going to evade. We're going to commit this Burning the Midnight Oil to be 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. As a cultist, as a -1, we do not fail. So this guy does get evaded. We have 1 action left. It will be to investigate. We are 6-2. 7-2. With Witten. As a skull, that's a -1. Because there's a ghoul here. So we get a clue. Okay, enemy phase. At the end of the enemy phase, it moves down towards the hallway. Then it will engage Nathaniel during the upkeep phase, which is right now. Nathaniel will draw a 1-2 punch. Excellent. That will be critical. And he will gain a resource. Daisy will draw. I'm half expecting the Necronomicon at this point. Wow. She'll draw the Mind Over Matter. And we'll get a resource. Okay. Okay, so we are 3 of 10. Sorry, at the end of the round, we'll place the Doom, and then at the start of the Mythos phase, we'll place another Doom. So we're 4 of 10. Nathaniel's card is an Ancient Evils. This is going to get really close, I think. Daisy's card is the Zealot's Seal. Nathaniel has more than 3 cards. Daisy also has more than 3 cards. Oh, God. Discarding 2 cards here would be terrible. So he's going to commit Stand Together. They should be ready. Yeah, Stand Together. For 4-2. I like that. 4-2. -4. Oh my God. He has to discard 2 cards from his hand. I really hope you don't discard 1-2 punch, Nathaniel. All right, he will discard Monster Slayer. Ugh, that's bad. Oh, and 1-2 punch. Oh my God. Oh my God. He still has Counterpunch. clean them out. That'll be enough to damage the Flesh Eater at least, but Jesus. All right, Daisy needs to also test it. She's just gonna go 3 to 2. She gets a -1, and she passes. Man. Okay. Daisy needs to get this last clue, move down, and then end of the round, we will advance. Yeah. All right, she is 7 to 3. As a skull, that's a 0 for her. She will get a clue. Second action, move to the hallway. She's going to use a free action. Old Book of Lore on Nathaniel, I think. Yes. Vicious Blow. Take the Vicious Blow. Yes. I'll shuffle these in a sec. No, sorry. I do need to shuffle them now because I need the boxing gloves to be able to search. Last action for Daisy. Oh, yeah. Yep. Last action for Daisy. Play the encyclopedia. For 2. And it has 5 secrets. Okay. That's the last action for Daisy. All right, Nathaniel. You're going to first clean them out. Gain you 2 resources. You're attacking at 5, 6 to 4. 6 to 4. We're going to commit this overpower. We really need this to go off. We're 8 to 4. -1. We deal 2 damage with using his ability. Then we will attack with the sled dogs. We are now 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4. That's a -3. We kill the Flesh Eater. He goes in the victory display. Wow. Okay, we will also use this. Search the top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, frick, the sled dogs were on top. I needed that. We'll take the glory. And in fact, yeah, we're going to play a glory. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. We're going to play another glory to draw 2 cards. 1, yes. 2. Okay. So far there was only 2 actions because it was clean them out and then it was a sled dog. So the last action, spend 2 resources, play a 3rd sled dog. Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. I'm going to move you up here. Oh my god. It's happening. Okay. That is our turn. And a upkeep phase. Nathaniel will draw. Guts. That is good. And a resource. Daisy will draw. Then Necronomicon. Yeah, we have to get rid of the deduction. She will lose the Old Book of Lore for it. Comes into play with 3 horror. Her Elder Signs are auto fails. That's fine. She will gain a resource. Okay, everything ready's up. There are no ghouls, So at the end of the round, the forced effect has to happen first. Yes. So there's 6 of 10. Then at the end of the round, we will choose to spend our clues in the hallway. I think that's how that works. If we win by 1 turn, I'll be very sad. But breaking the barrier. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. This should reveal Win and Green. I don't know. Let's read the parlor. 2 Shroud, no clues. As an action, resign. This is too much for me. You run out the front door, fleeing in panic. Or, while Lita Chandler is not controlled by a player, she gains as an action Parlay, test 4 intellect. If you succeed, take control of Lita Chandler. Speaking of, put the set-aside Lita Chandler into play in the parlor. Spawn the set-aside Ghoul Priest in the hallway. Okay. Lita Chandler's here. Spawn it here. Ghoul Priest says, 4 fight, 10 health, 4 evade, humanoid monster, ghoul elite. Prey, highest fist. So that means that he will engage Nathaniel. Hunter, retaliate. A figure in red robe is wearing a bone mask. It gibbers and snarls before leaping to attack. All right, and the last act. What have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. What have you done to my barrier? She screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deer skull mask tears through the wall, advancing towards you. Objective: if the Ghoul Priest is defeated, we advance. All right, so now we actually put a Doom on the agenda. Did I already do that? Shoot. I think I already did that. Shoot. Okay. I'll be right back. Hello, welcome back. Yes, so I mistakenly put a Doom there when I checked if there were any ghouls in the hallway or parlor. So that shouldn't have happened. Then the end of the round for spending clues would have happened. Then the Ghoul Priest spawns. Now it's the beginning of the Mythos phase. We already put a Doom. There are 6 of 10 Doom. All right, Nathaniel's encounter card is a Grave Eater. Daisy's encounter card is Dissonant Voices. I think that's totally okay. Yes. Daisy, move to the parlor. Parlay with Lita. You have 5. She controls a tome. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 4. This will kill Lita. Sorry, this will kill Witten, but that's fine. Or not kill, but you know. There's a 0. We succeed. We take control of Lita Chandler. Witten Green will go bye-bye. Because we only have 1 ally slot. All right, last action, move back to the hallway. Okay. Do you have the damage? Yes, I think you do. Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Okay. The first thing we're going to do, that's 3. That is 4. Oh no. Oh no, yeah. We have the damage, of course. So with toe-to-toe, that will deal 3 plus 1 from Lita is 4 damage. Sled Dogs, sorry, I'm going to also commit the Fish's Blow to go 5 damage. Sled Dogs will deal 4 damage, and then we can just deal 1 more damage or 2 more damage, and that should be fine. He does have Retaliate. We always have the Counter Punch, but that scares me just a little bit. We do have Randall Cho for Soak. I think we are going to be okay. So, we will play toe-to-toe. We will choose the Ghoul Priest to attack us. It says this attack deals +1 damage and is automatically successful. That means that we are technically still taking a test, but we don't draw any Chaos tokens. But that means we will still be able to commit cards like Vicious Blow. So, we will deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Nathaniel Cho's event thing. So we'll take 5 damage. At the cost of course, him hitting us. 2 damage and 2 horror. So we'll put a horror on... No. We will take a damage on this sled dog, and Randall will die with 1 damage and 2 horror on Randall. Okay, second action. We will exhaust all 3 sled dogs. Mush! Okay. Mush. So, we are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 4. That is a skull. That's a -2 because there are 2 ghouls here. We will deal 1, 2, 3, 4 with Lita damage. So that is a total of 9 damage. And we have 1 last attack. We will just do an attack. Daisy has 1 thing to commit. He'd be at 6 to 4? Yeah. Let's make it go to 7 to 4. He's 7 to 4. Committing the mind over matter. I just realized that I could have used Encyclopedia on Nathaniel as Daisy's free tome ability. So if I draw -4, I will be very sad. That is a tablet. If there is a ghoul enemy or location, take a damage. Totally fine. We take a damage, but we succeed. We deal 2 damage with Lita. We will kill the ghoul priest. Wow. Pretty sure we just missed on 1 victory enemy, but that is totally fine. If the ghoul priest is defeated, advance. Defending the home. When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within, she raises her torch. Now we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground. The lead investigator must decide. It was never much of a home, burn it down, resolution 1. Or, this hell pit is my home. No way are we burning it, resolution 2. So this is an important choice. Nathaniel is going to get Lita if we decide to burn our house down, and Lita seems super good for Nathaniel. Yeah, I think he's going to take her. We are going to resolution 1. You nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly, and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by the flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone, we are surely doomed, but together, we can stop it. In your campaign log, record that your house has burned to the ground. The lead investigator earns the Lita Chandler card and may include it in their deck. This card does not count toward that investigator's deck size. The lead investigator suffers 1 mental trauma from watching their home become a smoldering ruin. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience as they gain insight into the hidden world of the mythos. Okay, so counting up victory, we have in the victory display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total experience for both of us. Now, normally, we would be able to spend all 9. However, we're going to be taking a little bit of a side trip. We're going to be going to New Orleans. In order to do that, we need to pay how much? 1 experience. Okay, so we get 8 experience total. What else did we write down in our campaign log? The house burned to the ground. Your house. And Nathaniel will get a mental trauma. And Nathaniel will have learned Lita Chandler. And there we go. All right. Well, that was a bit of a rush at the very end. Luckily, Nathaniel was able to scrounge up enough damage with these sled dogs. I'm really liking the sled dogs so far, as long as you can draw into them, of course. Next time, we're going to be going to New Orleans. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Until next time, this is SuperFang99 signing off.